Hi everyone, this is a video I never really wanted to do because I was never really comfortable talking about it. So here's the video. Hi everyone, my name is Kate, and if you're new to this channel, please like and subscribe. Maybe there's like 1 or 2 people out there who this is gonna help, so this is for you. So going back to high school, when I was in high school, I was actually 45 pounds heavier than I am right now. You know, I was never really comfortable with the way I looked because when I came to America, I was skinny, and after being in America for a couple of years, I was not skinny anymore. So let's just dive straight into the video. So I actually made a little formula. And just a little disclaimer, this might not work for everyone. This is not an overnight process, but at the end you'll get the results for the work that you put in. Okay, so to begin with, the first 20 pounds that I lost came off easily. They were just like flying off the shelf. And then the next 20 pounds that I lost were a little bit harder. And then the next 5, I didn't really care for. It just happened on its own. The formula is very simple. The amount of calories that you're going to consume has to be less than the amount of calories that you need for your body to run, or burn more calories than the amount of calories that you eat. Boom. So I don't know if you've heard about the whole calculator, how body works, but it's basically 80% food, 10% exercise, and 10% genetics. I would swim for 5 hours a day. I would, run for 5 to 10 miles, and I still did not understand why I was not losing weight. And that's because I would go home and I would eat an entire jar of Nutella. I was eating like crap, and I didn't understand how important food is. Okay, so here are the foods that I had to cut out, and you'll see like when you cut out these foods, not only you'll lose weight, but you'll also feel better. To begin with, fast food. That doesn't just include McDonald's, Taco Bell, Chick-fil-A. That also includes going out places. So I actually keep the number of times I go out, honestly, to a minimum. And I understand that restaurants need their business, but at the end of the day, restaurants are thinking about how to make the most profit. As someone who's worked at like 5 different food industry places, I could tell you, I would just recommend not to go out to anyone to eat. Not only it's healthier and it tastes better when you cook your own meal, but you'll also save a lot of money. Number 2 is carbs. I'm talking about carbs that are in cereal, pasta, bread. That includes buns, that includes hot dog buns, that includes burger buns. And if you're someone who really likes bread, at least try to buy a whole wheat bread. If you're trying to lose weight, there are gonna be sacrifices that you're gonna have to make. The next thing is dairy. So cut out dairy. What does that mean? Right now you're thinking like, oh my god, Kate, but milk has calcium. But guess what? If you compare it to the almond milk actually has double the amount of calcium for about 1/4 the amount of calories. But you've got to start looking at the labels and see what kind of nutrition you're actually getting. So it's not rocket science, Regular dairy milk is just a lot more fattening. Next big thing is cheese. And I know cheese makes everything better, but please try to limit the amount of cheese that you use. So the one meal that I don't understand how Americans eat, pretty sure we don't even have that in Europe, is mac and cheese. That is literally like a heart attack sitting in a bowl. Number 4 is juice. Juice. So I had no idea how bad juices were until I actually started reading the labels, because like when we drink any juice, like orange juice, apple juice, we think it's so healthy for us, we think it's so sweet because it's the fruit, but it's not. It's because they pump a bunch of sugar into it. Drink water instead, or drink tea. If you're craving something sweet, at least water it down with water. Number 5 is very simple, sugar. I know you're like, oh my god, stop, but actually though, you've got to cut out ice cream, you've got to cut out Twinkies, you've got to cut out brownies, cake, unless it's someone's birthday, and you've got to be careful because people put sugar where you would not expect it. So for example, when you go to Tropical Smoothie and you're trying to be all healthy and get a smoothie, you don't see it, but they actually put a 1/4 cup of sugar in each smoothie. How would I know this? Because I worked there. So unless you specify that you don't want sugar in there, they will put it in there. It's called turbinado. I did not know this, but from eating constantly sugary things, your taste buds actually become desensitized to sugar. So when you eat a fruit, it's not as sweet. So when you cut out artificial sugar for about a month, your taste buds will actually return to normal. You'll begin to taste sugar in fruits. So I hope by making this video I helped someone out, and obviously you have to accept and love your body no matter how you look, because if you're not gonna love yourself, how do you expect other people to love you? Anyway, so thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Bye! I eat it like it's like a pap, I know.